Come
Hey,
on.
what's up? It's your man, the big O. Man, welcome to the pop-up. The first episode of the pop-up. And, we doing just that. Here's what the pop-up is all about. So we seen the landscape, and we're like, we need a show that kind of brings the culture back, brings us back to having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And it's a pop-up because this show is only supposed to really last through the end of summer, through the end of World Cup, right? So it's a pop-up show. And during this pop-up show, we want to make this show like the spot to talk about, things that we want to talk about in our culture, but also what's happening in the city. And as we get closer to World Cup, what's happening around that, we want to be a source and a resource for you. Also, Pride, wherever Deaunte is at. The thing is, Deaunte, he's supposed to be here, but wherever he is, he's probably watching this.
Yeah, he's going to come in here fashionably late. Just to let you know that right now.
Yeah, look,
off the top.
Deaunte, your chair waiting for you, family. Hold on. Go back to a tight of his chair. No, listen. Hold on. This is time for our sponsor plug. Big shout out to Ezel's Famous Chicken. And you see this, we got the Ezel's Famous Chicken bag, conspicuously placed right there behind Deaunte's chair, because Deaunte said he wasn't doing the show tonight unless he got some Ezel's. So, big shout out, Louis Rudd, Ezel's.
You better hurry up, because them fiddles about to be gone. I might eat me another roll. That's for sure, Jack. That's for sure. He late to the party out here.
Hey, and I didn't do the one thing I said I was going to do, so we're going to have to do that for tomorrow, is set up the camera. A big shout out to our director, Eric Calligraphy, back there holding it down. You know what I'm saying? And speaking, Eric always, he's fashionable in his style and everything.
He definitely is.
He made sure we were fashionably late today to start.
He can do that. I mean, the hippie brother will do something like that to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. He'll get you right. You know what I mean?
Man, we are on time.
We are on time. I think we are.
I think we are.
I think it's pretty good to see all of us out here. You know what I'm saying? We're here at one spot, It was pretty dope. I mean, the seat was waiting on somebody.
Man, I don't even know where he's at. I'm about to go call him.
Listen, Deaunte, this means your chicken finna be gone too. You just get
Absolutely.
replaced.
I'm gonna go get a piece
don't
now.
have him come in here really.
Watch TV
You're
magic.
gonna come in here real flexing out here when he come in here. Y'all, hey, all right, we gotta calm down, because Deaunte are coming in this space, okay?
How'd Eric just slide in here the Superman slide into the chair?
I mean, the cha-cha slide. He did the, what was original, because it's too many line dances now. The electric slide was it. He did the electric slide in and slide out, because there's too many line dances right now. I can't know all of them.
He was doing a wobble.
Yeah, the wobble.
Man, I had a nice thing talking about with the shows. So here's the thing. So there's a pop-up show from now to the end of World Cup. And
who knows?
Yeah, it could go. Here's the thing is the morning update show was only supposed to last 1 month or 6 weeks, because the president at that time, who happens to be the president now, told us that COVID-19 was only going to last a month. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. Let's do a news show, the morning update show. You know what I'm saying? For a month, and update our community and everything else. Morning update show, of course, stayed on air for over 2 years and changed the landscape of how community news is reported in this city.
Definitely did. It was a big inspiration for the city to see us report news about us and about things that are concerning to us. We got to realize that first and foremost, that we are putting out news for you guys, for your information, so you guys could be the first to hear it instead of it coming from us.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's an important thing. And so now with the pop-up, as you can tell, this is why we want to do something tonight. And we chilling and, wait till the bar gets installed, man.
Oh, wait a minute, Gina. Okay, I need virgin daiquiris all around this joint. You hear me?
Listen.
Hey, hippie brother, you know what we need?
Yeah, so this is a smokes-free studio. We're in the historic Coleman building, which I believe survived the Great Seattle Fire. So,
okay, no. Where smoke is normally fire, so let's not do that.
Yeah. So, but the other best thing, it's a few best things to think about a pop-up, is that, man, we're chilling.
Yeah.
I think that's like the number one thing, man. It'd be so intense a lot of times we cover these news and stories and everything else. It's just good to be able to sit and just pop it, man.
Yeah.
And that's really actually one thing that I really admire about The Truth with Proof. And some of the elements of this show takes a lot of The Truth with Proof. Was that like that show was so dope and so epic and everything else because it was just everyday people just coming and talking. And sometimes it'd be real serious. A lot of times it was just funny and crazy. But it was the relaxed atmosphere just coming in here. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes because we go through so much as human beings that sometimes we need to just be happy sometimes in watching what we're doing. And most of the time I'm happiest when I'm around great like-minded people and around my family, and we can let our shoulders down a little bit and not be so have so much anxiety about what people are looking at us as. I see a lot of times, we out here in this world as a black man, and it's just hard for us. And I'm not saying that to give me pity at all, because I'm walking with these toes all the way down on this pavement. Feel me? But it is kind of challenging at times. And it feels good to be in a place where I can put my shoulders down and say what I feel without feeling so much judgment. And maybe somebody needs to hear it so they can be motivated to do something different. So
That's dope. Proof.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, do my thing a little bit. Let me, rap a taste. You know what I'm saying? On other news, hey, Big O, I got to say something to you now.
Yes.
I got this question for you now.
Yes.
Rumors have it that
rumors.
Garfield.
Oh. Hold up, man. Man, we already been through a lot, bro, at the dog house,
I'm just saying. Because I know you a proud bulldog. I got to tell you what the rumors is having around here. You guys are looking for a new basketball coach for the girls and the boys. How you feel about that?
I feel that like less than a year ago, I was writing an article about how they were looking for a new coach for the girls and the boys. I mean, actually, I'm sure that that I actually did write an article, and I attended a meeting. Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, I attended a meeting there with the girls program.
Some concerning parents.
Yeah, so hold on. They hired a men's and women's coach, or boys and girls. And believe me, you wouldn't believe, bro. Just writing an article. Just hold on. Let me tell you something, right? Just writing the article last year, I was talking about Garfield's basketball programs, right?
Yes.
And, I said the men's and women's programs. Oh, man, people was like, man, these ain't men and women. These boys and girls. You need to I was like, oh, my God. This is a lot of tension in the room.
A lot of tension in the room.
So anyways, the Garfield programs, the boys and girls, men's, women, whatever. Both the coaches? Are you sure?
You have now an open vacancy for coaching at Garfield for the boys and the girls. Now, what my question to you would be is, what would you want it to see? Because last year wasn't what any Garfield Bulldog alumni would want to see.
That was a tough season.
Especially wearing Rainier Beach's jersey. That was kind of crazy.
You didn't even have to go. You bringing up Jersey Gate now. Huh?
Okay, my bad. I'm just saying you had a bad year. It was a rough year for you.
Last year was a hard one, but life goes on.
True.
Against the wall.
True. And now life goes on. You need a new coach. And, I think a lot of people was talking about the culture.
So here's something, right? One, last year was something that I'd never seen before in my life at Garfield in basketball. Yeah. It was something I'd never seen before. I played football, and for many, 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 many moons, Garfield was not so good at football. And I remember the year I graduated, it was like kind of a historic year for our total number of wins. But we've never seen nothing like that in basketball. But, here's something I want to bring up to you, though, right? And we'll see who they hire, and I know you'll keep us informed.
Yes.
But so many people, and this was a big deal, though. I'm not saying it wasn't, but so many people reacted to Jersey Gate. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, go ahead and tell people who might not know exactly what happened there.
I mean, they called it Jersey Gate. I didn't even know they had a Jersey. I mean,
hashtags, everything.
Hashtags and everything is crazy work. Yeah. But the JV, forgot their jerseys.
The Garfield JV forgot
The
their
Garfield JV forgot their jerseys. And Rainier Beach helped them out by giving them some jerseys to wear. It just so happens that it was a Rainier Beach jersey as well.
Yeah. So basically, the Garfield JV team was wearing the Rainier Beach jerseys.
Yeah, they looked like a Viking out there with purple shoes on. I just didn't really understand it. But, I mean, things happen. I've never seen that ever in my life.
I remember one time, it was a bit different, though. It was Coach Stewart when we were playing at Garfield. And I forget who we were playing against, but that team let the players bring their jerseys home with them. Garfield, Coach Stewart, everybody, you turn in your jerseys, right? So the other team arrived, and they were supposed to be wearing white or home or whatever. And we went because, all of our stuff was organized, and they just went and grabbed a different set of jerseys for ourselves. With the other team, we didn't wear their jerseys, they didn't wear ours. But, man, but here's the thing. It was like, that was an embarrassing situation. First and foremost for the young people. And also, somewhat of a crazy situation to play through that, you know what I'm saying, and everything else in Rainier Beach's gym. And then you come back, you face your classmates, and then you face your immediate community, and then you face people who done graduated 40 years ago and talking crazy about you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but
that was a little different.
Hand me that newspaper real quick. So, this is Seattle Medium, by the way, and so this is actually, people should realize that us black media folk support each other. Go ahead, put me in program. There you go. This is Seattle Medium, you know what I'm saying, one of the oldest black print outlets in this part of America, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Black media matters.
Pop that.
So everybody, the jersey was a real big deal, bro. And everybody talked about that. It was memes. It was everything. But sometimes I feel like people miss the boat. The Seattle Medium, the headline here, more than half of black students in Seattle struggle with reading, raising questions about instruction methods. Seattle's black student literacy across grades in 24-25, 51% of black students are in the academic red zone in every grade. And so, like,
we only have 6%. What is it? 6%? We make up 6% in King County.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't got a lot out here. My question is though, people was hyped, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be. This doesn't have to be a but. It should be an and. You can be riled up clearly about what happened there with the jersey and Rainier Beach and everything else. But how can we be so quiet about the academics of our young people? You put me in program again over there. I know you got Candy Crush going on, Eric. You looking for a new head blade? This is a big shout out to
Hey, big shout out to the Roundup, man. I got some Roundup posse members off in here.
Willie Shields the third.
Willie Ace Academy's in the building, huh? Hey, what's happening with my boys?
They up in here.
Man, the Roundup posse's off in here, man. We got everybody in here. Chris, next time we need Charles's barbecue off in here, man.
Listen.
We need some of them little,
Hold on. Please go back to our sponsor shot. Charles, this could be you.
Charles, this could be you.
You see this Ezel's product placement over here, right?
You see the product placement?
I'm just saying. But like on the real though, man, is it when we need our community to make the most noise is often when we go quiet. I mean, look at that. More than half of black students in Seattle struggle with reading. There should be
Did they
as
say
much
anything about math?
outrage.
Because I think we struggling in math too.
Man,
probably.
yeah,
If we struggling in reading, how we gonna comprehend math?
And you think, I mean,
and what you're saying is, why are we in such an uproar about jerseys instead of us not being able to read?
Yeah, and it can be an and. It don't even have to be a but.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people were saying. Like, man, I should be able to. Okay, that's cool. Be up in arms about that. But we need to be up in arms that our young people aren't able to read. Like literally what it says, reading is fundamental. And these challenges, Seattle always has these sayings, it's probably beyond Seattle, that young people in our community are furthest from educational justice and things like that. We're the furthest gap that's there. And I just wish that we could channel that same energy around our sports and around our athletic legacy into our academic future of our young people.
I think we invest in way too much time in the wrong things. I to be honest with you, the way going to a youth game is at this point in time, how much money you got to spend to get your kid in the sports and things of that nature, it feel like it's so much of an investment that's all they're worried about. It feel like they robbing Peter to pay Paul just to say, hey, my son's on this AAU team or this football team. In all actuality, he can't even spell his name right. And that just, for me, it does it hits home a lot harder because we talk about rankings and we wanting to get these kids to Florida and go to every AAU tournament, national tournament known to man, but they can't spell. They can't read. My grandmother always said, they going to put information in books because they know we ain't going to read them. That's why I read. That's why I read newspaper all the time. That's why I read information. Most of the time, what my reading is reading for information.
Yeah, I mean,
my grandmother gets on me all the time. She said, "Hey, okay, I understand you getting information, but you need to read in your leisure. Your yes. Vocabulary would be better with that." And she always says
my
that.
My mom, let me tell you something.
She always says that.
Let me, I'm saying how everybody can hear us out there, right?
Yeah. Summer said, my daughter was talking about this today because the substitute was dropping classes.
Yo, let me tell you, my mama, man, it was crazy, man. My mama, first of all, my mama, when we was kids, man, she came over one day, man, it was commando style. We was sitting around watching the TV, and my mama is a small woman. Bruh, she picked up the TV and she threw it outside. Bro, she's like, my kids ain't gonna grow up to be fantasized sons of Walt Disney. We ain't have no TV, man. And then she went and found a bunch of secondhand encyclopedias and all kinds of stuff. Bruh, man, I be sitting at home, man. It's summertime, man. And my mama be having me doing book reports out of Encyclopedia and Encyclopedia Britannica. People wonder why I'm so well-versed and well-read and so, beyond Jeopardy and everything. Because as a kid, all I was sitting there reading was encyclopedias and almanacs and National Geographics and everything. And
crazy.
that was summer, and man, and for a year, I'd be like, ooh, mama tripping. And it wasn't until, later on in life that I'm so thankful that my mama kept me there at that dining room table and she kept me reading and reading and reading.
I wasn't one that liked to read. I hated reading. I didn't like it at all, but my grandmother forced me. If I wanted to go outside to go play, I had to read. I had to give her a book report. I had to give her 3 things. She had gave me 3 questions that I had to give her an answer to, and it had to be correct about that book in order for me to go outside. It was things I couldn't turn on the TV until after 5 o'clock, after I went outside to go play. It was just certain things, and I've noticed that our children, it feel like they don't have no time to go outside and play no more. Because, I don't know, I guess it's so many other things besides them going outside and play now. I guess they got other things because people are shooting and things of that nature that they're fearful of their kids going outside to go play.
Yeah, no, it's real deal. Hey, you got your phone, won't you?
Yeah.
He was calling out a lot of people. I see my J. What's up? We got to get to a Mariners game. You know what I'm saying?
He got the gear.
Christy.
Christy.
Tony
Shout out to him.
Say, Chef, man, Chef Proctor, man, listen, What's happening? Chris
Northwest Chef Life's on there. Big
what's
shout out to
it?
Northwest Chef Life. We got to talk about this now. He is now part owner of the Black and Tan. Give a big shout out to Tay Proctor Mills.
Tay Proctor. Hold on. Where's my tight shot? We said when it got serious, I was going to put my hat on. Salute.
Yes, salute. Big shout out to Northwest Chef Life. Y'all got to go down there to the Black and Tan. They got a great experience and a great chef amongst other great things that they have there. It's right there in Columbia City. It don't get no better than that. Black-owned, baby. You hear me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, so look, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'm probably going to eat Deaunte's food.
He ain't here anyway. I mean, he here in spirit, though. You know, come on now. He's in this space.
Hey, listen, we'll be right back. You're watching the pop-up.
This May, Seattle Opera presents the return of Bizet's celebrated classic, Carmen. A mesmerizing story of obsession, dazzling sets, elaborate costumes, and iconic melodies make Carmen irresistible. Don't miss Carmen, May 2nd through 17th at McCaw Hall. Details at seattleopera.org.
All right, yo, this is it, okay?
What's up, Seattle? It's your boy Cuddy here tapping in just to let you know that no matter where the place to be, King County Metro will get you to where you need. It could be a ride to the airport, whether you're taking off or touching down, King County Metro, or a game. So save yourself time with traffic and get into places like Westlake Center, Pike Place Market, or even the waterfront. Rather by light rail or bus, choose King County Metro. It's the only way to go.
All right, welcome back to the pop-up. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look, he said it. Oh, that's on Christ D.
Come on, man. Christ D.
Listen, we got to get you over here on the pop-up, man. Let's talk about all this stuff, man.
Matter of
Come
fact,
on,
he got the dojo out there in the north
exactly
end.
the north end, man.
Yeah, he told
You know
me he
what I'm
wanted
saying?
me to come out there and do a music video for him. E, you with me? Man, hey man,
like
Hippie Brothers Production, man. We about to go out here
The
and
Hippie
see
Brothers.
what Christ D talking about.
Look at that.
I told bro I needed to hit him on the song. I made it public. I said, hey, man, I need to do a song. Why is it?
Only one wiser. Come on, the wise one.
Yo,
Hey man, we might need to do. Hey, have you thought about this? Oh, I gotta ask you this off topic right now. Have you thought about this now? We need to have like a showcase of all this great music and stuff. We need a Converge showcase where they can come.
Nice.
Maybe we need to talk to the new part owner of the Black and Tan. Maybe we can get that situated.
that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little mixer here. I seen a little mixer. I wasn't invited. I really was upset about that, but it was a ladies' night. Hello.
Mixer. Oh.
Yeah, it was a mixer. They had a little wine, even though I don't
Listen,
drink.
you would have been over here working like me and Eric was working like Hebrew slaves.
You right. You're right.
Look, Ashley was there. Them guys was kicking it. Ashley and Besa, Paul Sanders. They
Yeah,
were all
Ashley.
sitting there.
Hold on, Ashley. Was the cocktails all right though? She left fast. As soon as we start talking about the mixer. Big shout out to Ashley, man. I just met her too.
Yeah.
In person. I always see her, in social media. I
That's
seen her in person.
The sanctuary is out here. And yeah, they tune in, support that as well. But yeah, man, I just it was crazy. Eric was saying we're getting some feedback about our young people being able to read, and our young people we're facing so many really serious issues around our young folks. And today this happens to be in our computer, and we wanted to play this just kind of in a grounding sense of what young people are doing. I talked to Aaron Murphy Payne today, and he came on my mom. My mama got a radio show. My mama radio show was 8-9 years old. You know what I'm saying? A Mother's Justice show on 11:50 a.m. KKNW. A lot of people might not know my mom. Her health isn't doing so well, but it's getting better. And so I'm the guest host out there. This is big shoes to fill. My mama.
She's a legend.
Yeah, she a legend.
You hear me? When she speaks, she roars.
Her show, believe me, her radio show is better than any show I don't ever put together. And like I said, it's in its 8th year, and Aaron came out there today, and he was talking about some of the, like, what's really been going on since the murder of his son at Garfield. And then also on June 4th, they're planning an event there at Garfield with chalk and
Yeah, they're gonna paint it for
Yeah.
gun violence, right?
Right.
Yeah, I heard about that. But I definitely want to hear what Aaron said in this interview, because you bringing him up, that's a great, strong man that had to deal with a tragedy. So I want to hear what he's had to endure with, or what his thought process is.
Let me do this for some of our people in the viewing audience who might not know this story of Amar Murphy Payne, who was murdered, 17-year-old student who was murdered outside of Garfield High School during school hours, and he was killed breaking up a fight. And what we did at Converge, it was crazy. It was kind of unbeknownst, kind of in and out with Aaron, because at the time you could imagine his son got murdered, and they allowed him, specifically allowed our cameras in so many sensitive places. But I told him, I said, I'll never release anything without your permission. And so for a year we collected, content, and even you were there at some of the Garfield games and everything else.
Yeah.
And so 1 year after the murder, we released this segment right here, produced by Barry Johnson. And it's called A Year of Pain.
Stick around. Hey, gather up right here, to the sound of my voice. To the sound of my voice. If you want to make a change, if you want to be safe, if you want to make a difference in your school, come on out here. Let's walk out. Let's make it mean something. What's going on here today is the kids came to us to ask us how could they commemorate the loss of Amar and their other students lost this year to gun violence. And it being National Gun Violence Awareness Day on the same day that Amar was, murdered last year, they came to us and asked what could they do? And they had some ideas. So we just pretty much worked together to make their ideas come together. This is a situation that was led by the students. We just used our influence to be able to connect the dots and be able to stand on the loss of Amar in the most positive way possible. Amar, Salvador, Solomon, come on over here, stick around, make a difference. What you guys are experiencing is not normal. What you guys are experiencing is not normal. Do not walk away from an opportunity to make change. That's what this was about. It's about giving the kids an opportunity to have a space to listen and love, for the community, to show that the community does care. There is people who care. There is people that can help make the right decisions for their future, instead of all the people that makes the decisions that has affected their future negatively up until this point. Today is June 6th, National Gun Violence Awareness Day. A year to the day that Amar Murphy Payne was murdered right there in front of your school. My heart is on God. My heart is set forth on my faith, because that's the only thing that I could get through this situation. That's the only way that I can lead this family in a way that represents Amar in the most positive way possible. I'm God-led, man, to the best of my ability. Am I human? Yes, I'm human. And there's moments that I have, my flesh gets weary. But at the same time, over this year, I've done things and took that into in the grasp, into my own control of being able to see therapists, to be able to, go to rehab, to take grief classes and all that type of stuff. So the flesh part is definitely something that I have to work on. But all this is in spirit. This is an assignment. And the only thing that's gonna keep me going in this life right here is being set forth in the assignment that God put on my life. But I also want to make sure that we're not only standing here for Amar. You guys lost 2 other students in a year's time due to gun violence. And the countless friends around this city that you may have lost to gun violence as well. We're standing here on the back of Amar's situation to help you guys understand that what's happening is not normal. It takes me back to like my experience as a coach. If I want to get the best out of my players, I got to have them manifest what they're going to do before I have to have them think about what they're going to do before they actually do it. I got to get their mind set on doing a task at hand, to block the right person, all that type of stuff. So I had to speak that over myself. And that's where we're at today. I got to speak that over myself and know that there's a task at hand. I have a task. I'm on assignment.
Dunk it down below!
So what can we do? It comes back to being kind, like I said. Kind interaction negates destruction. There has to be a spirit of kindness that takes over that building. There has to be a spirit of caring that takes over that building. You guys make up that building. Any dogs in the house? Shoot dogs! Any dogs in the house? Shoot dogs! And what the hell are we? And what the hell are we?
And don't let your scars define you. Let them remind you that you survived through something meant to haunt you. Your flaws too. They make you perfectly imperfect. And once you fully embrace and accept what God has already given you, you'll finally see that it's worth it.
All right. A Year of Pain right there. That was produced by Barry Johnson, who's put a lot of time, effort, and heart into that. And actually, we played that on air on the radio show today at 2 o'clock. And they kind of hit Aaron like totally different, because he had said he had seen bits and pieces of it before. But to just sit there and, just hearing the audio, it was crazy. Eric actually got some pictures of that. It was like powerful, him hearing that. But, man, it's a journey. Aaron is clearly he's been on a journey, and he's seen so many things from different perspectives. And that one of the things that he talked about, though, is he's like, man, that there has to be some counterbalance. There has to be other things and opportunities out there for young people. And that in part of the overall intervention of violence with young people, it's a totality. It's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem where voices of survivors need to be included. Voices of prevention need to be included, like all of these things together. He told me that, what was he saying, Eric, that Amar had told him that a lot of the programs that he was in, that, yeah, he said that most of the people who they talked to or who they come to talk to were people who did time, people who were in the pen. And, that's cool. That's a journey. That's clearly part of our community. But there was very little representation of other people. And he said that Amar had asked him one time, he's like, Dad, how come there's never people like you? You know what I'm saying? Who's in there? Ron works over at Boeing on the airplanes or something. Yes. But there's lack of representation of
the normal people, the people that work, and the
right.
people that make this city move
right.
and shake. I mean,
100%.
Everybody. I think our kids do need more inspiration other than one thing.
Right.
I think they need to see that the world does go around. The community needs everybody in our place. Every job means something to us. I really feel that they're not dreaming further from me, because they're so stuck in, when they go to a program, they might only see one thing. And I'm not saying it's that.
I mean, all these are part of our, of our community. And the thing is, I remember when I was younger, many, many moons ago.
Hello.
I'm still working it though. But like all the different programs we used to have, like Upward Bound and all these other things, there was a lot of counterbalance that was there. But facing a lot of the crises that we are right now, there's little funding and little opportunity for just regular programs. You see what I'm saying?
I see that. Yeah. I see that the regular programs are getting kind of left on the wayside to help the problem that we're having with so much violence.
Right.
I would say.
Right.
But I do think that if these kids had options like the upward bounds and the things to make them think outside of just their regular everyday life, to make sure they dreaming as big as they can, I think it would help them a whole lot. Even though I think real life experiences does help these kids.
Yeah, I mean, we have to, man, it's just it's a lot to it. I will say this. Well, first of all, Summer Adams says that it's not normal, and that's a big thing we've been talking about for a long time. That we can't get used to our young people dying like this, and our young people killing. It's not okay. It's not normal, and that sense of urgency. Whenever I talk to the mayor, whenever I talk to the chief of police, I continue with that theme of like, yo, man, are you guys bringing this same energy when it comes to impacting violence? Now the mayor's supposed to roll out something here soon, and so we'll see what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Also, Key, justice for Amar. That's right. Amar's killer is still out there walking amongst us, which is crazy. But June 4th, right? So I want to say this, and we're gonna have more details as we get closer to the date. June 4th at Garfield High School. And it was something that Elstada Aaron said today. He said that last year we encouraged the students to walk out, walk out. There was a walkout last year, literally, where they walked out about this issue of gun violence. In Garfield, that class last year, they had three different students that were murdered.
Yes.
Right? And so he said last year they encouraged students to walk out. This year, they're inviting community to walk in.
That's a great counterbalance. We were just talking about counterbalance. That's a great counterbalance, actually.
Yeah, no, it is.
For us to come in and kind of build the community back around the children.
Yeah, I mean, and Ron, I feel him where it was like he said when we talked to him, and that's the thing, we've been interviewing him for years now, and at Amar's birthday, he talked about like this resentment that he had to try to release against his community, against the central. Is like he's feeling like, man, how could this happen? This community, I love this community so much. I love this school so much. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, just that journey. It was real emotional in that studio today. And so we want to, as we get closer to the date, we're gonna be talking about it a lot.
Yes.
Hey, Ron's gonna come out here. We're gonna pop it and everything else.
Come on, we're gonna pop it for the pop up. You hear me? Yeah. I will say this though. Somebody just hit me with a reality, and they said kids' dream is just to make it to 18. Man, to graduate high school is their dream. Because of all this violence. They're just trying to navigate through gun violence, I guess.
That's wild.
But I feel like if that be their dream, then they're not reading at all, because the information's in a book, Reading Rainbow.
But sometimes
it is. It's in a book. I'm telling you, the more of this information of what you want, right? Stop freaking Googling it. Go read it. Go research. It's more than just a Google. I'm telling you. Because if you just research it and you allowing Google to tell you how your dreams is going to be set, you never have all the details for it. You can use it as a resource, but I'm telling you, you need to dive deep into what you really want to be.
I think that we need to encourage our young people as well to give themselves a chance. Yeah. Give yourself a chance. There's so much that's out there.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? And I mean, at a young age, you just don't know what's out there and what the world has in store for you. And if we're only defining our reality in these few little blocks in our neighborhood or situations, then we're never giving ourselves a chance to really embrace what good is out there in the world or what opportunities are there.
Yeah, we worried about so much violence and things that's in our face so much that I don't think these kids are seeing the happiness and the joy of accomplishing stuff.
No, I mean they're not.
It's like died down, watered down a little bit of accomplishments. I feel, and this is another thing when we said encouraging people, encouraging these kids. What are they? How can I say this right? When I moved back home, in '99. Man, the Seattle Times had the Seattle Stars. That's how I found out everybody that was of some athletic prowess, right? Found the Athletic Stars. People were getting accolades in newspapers for their academic prowess. I was finding more things of encouragement for the teenagers. If you look at it now, Seattle Times doesn't have the Stars anymore. I don't see a lot of people, and big shout out to Seattle Times because it's a teenager that just got her mural is going to be placed. So that was a big congratulations. But I think we need more of that. We're getting more of everything that has to do with the drama of our city, and these kids are getting put in the in between the battlegrounds and not being uplifted because that's our future. I feel like a lot of things are hindering our future right now from us growing into the greatness that we're supposed to be.
This is true. Look, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break right now. And when we come back, if Deaunte Damper is not here, we're still going to give him his flowers, and then we're going to eat his ezels. You're watching the pop-up.
This May, Seattle Opera presents the return of Bizet's celebrated classic, Carmen. A mesmerizing story of obsession, dazzling sets, elaborate costumes, and iconic melodies make Carmen irresistible. Don't miss Carmen, May 2nd through 17th at McCaw Hall. Details at seattleopera.org.
Discover the raw, essential story of Northwest modernism through the Seattle Art Museum's Beyond Mysticism. This exhibition features over 150 pieces celebrating the region's natural beauty and urban life. Get your tickets today at seattleartmuseum.org. We'll see you there.
It's nice that we have resources to help us, follow our dream and still go to college, continue education.
FAFSA has definitely given me the chance to get that post-secondary education that I want to get.
As AVID teachers, we really help our students through those processes.
So being able to provide all the tools is a gift.
The opportunity the doors are open for him to go to any college that he wants, any university, statewide.
All right, yo, this is it. Okay?
All right, you see the commercial right there. Seattle Black Film Festival proof. Seattle Black Film Festival from April 30th.
Come on, man.
To May 3rd. Man, at Langston, I'm excited. There's so many films that are in there. These guys, every year, Seattle Black Film Festival, man, they ratchet it up a bit, and so really excited for this year. And look, there goes Deaunte. Go ahead and have a seat.
In this space. Come on in this space, boy. Come on in this space, boy.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, you see how that? Yeah. I'm lounging. This is the layout.
How I get them to pose. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, you see your product placement behind you, right? Ezels.
Okay, I love ezels.
Yeah. It's a roll in there. I think a half a roll.
Thank you.
Well,
and I eat it.
Well, but before we watch him cook, you were actually there. We got a comment here from Summer, who was great. Talked about the Black Panther Park and a ribbon cutting, man. And so that wasn't originally on our plan here today. So thank you for mentioning that, yes. Summer. But you were there, Deaunte. What was that like?
Historical. I mean, I think just having a monument in Skyway is one, but I think it was just feeling all of that history in the space. Naima Clark, big shout out to Naima Clark and Nurturing Roots. They've been working tirelessly for the past 2 years, just helping working with the ecosystem to help put the park together. We're talking about the very first ever Black Panther Park here in the south end of Seattle. You know, no.
Did he say South?
And I want to, no, but I mean that though, right? Because most of the time, I'm talking to Mike. Because I mean that though. Because most of the time when we keep on talking about history, most of the time it's always like we're right here in the Central District. We're in between Jackson and Cherry, and I think that is all of that is great.
Yeah, you right.
But for real,
you said it with pride.
Yeah, I said it with pride in the South End of Seattle. With my whole chest.
You're supposed to have it with
Right.
pride in that.
I'll say it with some bass in my voice in the South End of Seattle.
Hey, we need to.
South End of Seattle.
We need to get back to being prideful.
Right. But the reality of it is, most of the time, we're right there in the heart of Skyway. Most of the time, we don't even see monuments. We just seen the Skyway monument, Skyway sign up there in Skyway, and now we got Black Panther Park. I'm happy.
And according to all the people who say it, is that Skyway has the biggest concentration of black folk than in per capita than anywhere else in the state of Washington.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Somebody done lived in greenhouses at least once or twice in their lifetime.
Shout out to the green trees.
Okay.
Shout out to the green trees.
Hey, you must have lived there too. Huh?
No, I mean I didn't. I had a couple of exes that lived there, so shout out to the green trees.
Okay, you went right. You went right to your exes, huh? You converted right to the exes.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I ain't got no good
Historical monuments.
You ain't got no good memories from Skyway.
No, those are great memories. Shout out
there.
to the green trees, everybody. Well, Ashley, look at this. Y'all got me live. Look at this, live in living color.
Yeah,
in this space.
In the space.
Okay.
Let me.
Do we have an up next for Deaunte? He might be able to put some little spit on his ankles and come up that ass.
I think I got some.
That's Deaunte Damper.
In the Black Matters, Black Media Matters studio. We got some lotion somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely got some lotion for you. People just saw a very nice up next that I handcrafted myself, by the way, and it shows. Oh, it's up now, and it shows some amazing photos of you today that you were surprised right here in this studio.
Yes.
When you were named the Grand Marshal of Pride 2026.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give
me a snap.
Snap.
See, and these are straight brothers doing this. So this is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna celebrate, bro. You damn right. I'm gonna celebrate.
Yeah,
what I look like just because your sexuality, I ain't gonna celebrate you, brother. You crazy as hell. C formation. Bang, bang, bong. Okay.
You know what? I'm
gonna cross my legs with it too.
They were already crossed before that, but we gonna take that.
It's a heterosexual cross.
Heterosexual cross.
I put my head on this serious still.
No.
So here's what I want to do, right? And so that was your up next. We were gonna play that 44 minutes ago, but it's cool.
A little late.
So I'm just condensing everything now.
Yeah.
But also, we have you in your own words when you talked about that moment that you found out that you were gonna be a Grand Marshal for Pride 2026.
Are we looking at the clip? I'm queuing it up.
No, I've already done that.
Oh.
He's just gonna play it.
Sorry.
There you go.
He's playing.
Sitting here in the
Black Media Matters studio, this space is so sacred to me. It's where we tell our stories, where we heal, and where we build. When I got the news that I'd be serving as a Grand Marshal for Seattle Pride 2026, I couldn't help but be brought to tears. More than a title, I'm just so moved that I was able to share this moment with my Converge family. Through everything that we've been through, having it happen here in this studio, it's powerful, it's impactful. It reminds me that our voices, especially Black queer voices, truly matter. And this year's theme is Rally. And to me, it's more than just a gathering. It's about showing up with purpose, urgency, and a deep love for one another. Pride has always been a protest and a celebration, and right now, we need both. We're taking this energy to the streets and we're pushing for justice and visibility. And I'm honored to lead the call to action. And as we get closer to June, I can't wait to share more of this journey with you all. It's time to rally, Seattle. Let's walk with love and let's get to work.
All right. Deaunte Damper?
Yes.
Y'all could have queued me up. Y'all could have let me know. I'm trying to put some
moisturizer
lotion on my ankles.
Boy, this is real time here.
It's real time.
Hey,
Jesus.
these people need to know that we put on lotion.
I know, but Jesus Christ, y'all could have let me know.
First of all, I want people to know the Black Media Matters studio carries a wide variety of lotions from Nivea right there to Vaseline. We've even got some hemp lotion from Hollingsworth Farms. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So, ash never has to be a deliberating factor here in our studio. We have lots of moisturizing, application opportunities. And Ashley back there might even have some shea butter for you.
Come on, man. You're going to need that you're going to need that, Grand Marshal.
It's going down.
So,
basement.
Yeah, man, tell us. Oh, not the basement. So tell us all about it, though, man. Pride, like, man, what's the feeling? Talk
huge,
about it,
first
bro.
and foremost,
Like,
huge shout out to Seattle Pride.
Okay.
52-year history of prioritizing the voices of LGBTQIA communities. That is historic. When I got the news right here in this studio, it just was a full circle moment. Like at the end of the day, like I have grew up in this community, and I felt like I could be in one space and be teased because I'm queer, and then go to another space and and not be prioritized for my blackness. And in this Pride that's coming up, I get to have both. It's about to be looking like Rhythm. I can't wait.
Do you got your outfits?
I got my outfit, but I really want to affirm
outfits because I know you ain't just doing one. Don't tell me you just gonna do one.
It's gonna be more than one, but
okay,
for real. Okay. I just want people to understand. You will see that I can have both. It's gonna be looking like I can't cuss on here, but
no. So you just don't want to be grotesquely cursing.
Okay.
Grotesquely cursing.
Because I like to say, I'm Samuel L. Jackson's daughter.
Mama can kind of hear you cuss some and keep it moving. you don't want to be cussing to begin like
Can I ask some questions now? First, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You've been in that space for a while, and you've been advocating.
Hold on. In that space, like it's in gay.
I was birthed in that space.
I'm just saying in the space. I'm just saying in the space. I'm not saying when you were and when you convert.
What do you mean converted? I ain't never converted. I've always converted. I came out glitter.
I'm coming.
It came out glitter.
So I want the world to know.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The reality of it is,
I don't know. I'm just saying. No. Listen, I'm just saying. I was asking a real question.
I hear what you asked.
Because you're in the space, right? And because most people in that space, some of them are not confident in who they are because of the I guess the hurdles and obstacles that you just said. In some spaces, I'm being ridiculed for this. In other places, I'm not being ridiculed for me being black. You're always in that space in confidence. Even when you aren't that confident, you show confidence. How is it that you show that much confidence in duress situations? Because, you've been in a lot of stressful situations and you've always showed up.
Yeah.
Right? And now it's time to celebrate. And how do you feel your impact is going to be to the black gay community in that space?
I think it's going to look like Rhythm Nation. That's how I feel.
Hey, hold on, man. You got to put this on wide, bro.
It's going to be looking like Rhythm Nation.
So you gonna have a Janet outfit?
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have a Deaunte Damper outfit.
Okay, so you gonna I ain't disclosing too much. I'm gonna ask you off air because I want to know about the outfits.
The outfit is going to be outfitting. You'll have an announcement.
Yeah, I'm walking with Deaunte.
Yeah,
up there,
absolutely.
In front of the parade.
Okay. I mean, I'm not walking with you, but I'm gonna walk beside you. Probably take me some pictures. You know how I get down.
Yeah, but
keep
in mind that this is something for this. And I want to say this because I was having a discussion with somebody about this a couple of weeks ago. Like, I don't think that some of my community, and I'm speaking to my people, understand how big of a moment this is. Yeah. I want them to look in the 52-year history and look for a black brother from Seattle that is getting in the south end of Seattle that is being acknowledged for the work that they do. Now, I don't need people to be like, oh my, like this is a really big deal for our community. Like, I say our community because I share this, because at the end of the day, I'm an advocate for all LGBTQIA community, but you see me in every space. I'm out there advocating with the fathers. Hey. I'm out there advocating for the women. Yeah. I'm out there on 12th and Jackson advocating for folks in harm reduction.
And one thing, me and Deaunte, we've always went head up with things because we always have. It's not combative. We're very passionate about the community.
You better say PG. With me and this brother be arguing.
Okay, I said it PG.
Okay,
I said it very PG.
Okay.
But we argue in passion.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Somebody commented, "Is you homies gay?"
Who wrote that?
He's definitely gay.
He's
definitely
I'm
gay.
here with allies.
He's definitely gay.
I'm out here with allies, and if I knew your name, I could tell you which one of your friends are.
Ah, damn it, Gina! It wasn't me, and it wasn't me.
If this is gonna be the pop-off show, let's pop off.
We'll pop
Please
it off
don't look at me
on
in
the
community
pop-up.
spaces, and don't think that I won't come back at you. I will clap back too.
Okay, this is pop-up, and we're popping it.
Yeah,
okay,
right. So
hey,
go
listen.
ahead.
What we was just talking about before they start trying to
how we go back and forth about stuff in community.
We go back and forth about things a lot, but I do know that you a black man just like I am, so we living in the same struggles. So in all that we argue about, I know even if we don't agree, we're still staying in the same place of being a part of this community and having respect for one another in that space. Yeah. And I want to tell you that because it's important and imperative because we have a lot of differences, right? But in the same breath of the differences, we have a lot more in common than we ever do apart.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you I'm proud of you for doing the things that you have done, but the things that you're actually about to accomplish next. Because it's always right there. And I'm always there. I mean, I'm like a fly on the wall sometimes.
I mean, honestly, like that's the gayest thing you ever said to me. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate that. No, but
I was waiting the whole show for a clip out.
No, but on a serious note, like, we have had very many times where we combat or whatever, but yes. People don't even understand, like, during 2020, 2021, on how much this community helped us breathe. There was not a community event that we wasn't popping up at. There wasn't a call to action that we wasn't driving to.
We've seen it all, trust me.
All of it. All of it,
the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's why we have these discussions, because we know the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Absolutely.
And then we discuss it in that manner, but in the same breath, our opinions are so passionate.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where our combative, intense fellowship goes.
Speaking of intense fellowship, did y'all talk about, I want to know, did y'all talk about 12th and Jackson yet?
No. What you want to talk about in 12th and Jackson? I mean, because I
want to talk. I wanted to talk to you.
This is the extended version.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk to you about the video, right? That was posted, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, and I understand what you were meaning in the spaces of posting it, right? Mm-hmm. But like for me, I just think about our community that's out there, right?
Yeah.
Like the reality of it is, I have very many community folks that I go out there.
Let me just stop you right there. Just so for audience context here, I didn't know that this was gonna be like, fire and
yeah, because it's going down
between these guys here. But
yeah, right. It's not fire and gasoline. But no intense fellowship at this point.
Of course. But Proof had filmed a video of someone, technical terms of Seattle, substance abuse disorder. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Who was very, probably unhoused, looks like maybe the fentanyl lean or they were doing something else. But they were basically harming themselves and taking drugs. And right there next to a school, which is crazy. The school's right there on 12th and Jackson. And Proof
is 12th and Harvard, and it's right across the street from an institution.
Right. Okay.
And
so
I think
that's Capitol Hill then, right?
Yeah, that's Capitol Hill.
Sorry,
and I think what people is not realizing is that it's a school right across the street.
Okay.
And we need to bring institutions. We have 50% of our kids that cannot read. Mm-hmm. And we are allowing things that they see walking into an educational institution. And we want them to be at their best. There's no way if people got to step over needles and move around people that are in substance abuse, which is okay, that's substance abuse, and I'm not disingenuine in that.
Right.
I have feelings for that, but in the same breath, my future means more to me than allowing people to do it in front of them.
Okay, I can hear you on that.
Yeah.
My main thing is just like when we're recording folks, right? Mm-hmm. If I have been looking for my relative in the space, or if my family, if I would have seen my family member on there being recorded in the midst of that, I just wouldn't know how to react to that.
I can
myself, like, I think to myself, because I have went through drug-induced psychosis. I've called you when I've been through drug-induced psychosis.
Yes.
What do you think, like, and to be recorded in that space and how that might make those folks feel? I do feel like, and most of those folks wouldn't be smoking outside if they were housed. We already know what's going on with organizations and funding right now on not following through on that.
Hey, everybody's skimming off the top.
And before we keep on going, this specifically coming from Deaunte. This is my personal opinion. This does not come from any other entity that I work with.
Man, listen, we ain't invite Square
Deaunte. Right. I know, but I just wanted to give out the disclaimer.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I understand that part, and I think I had that conversation with a lot of people, but my main focus is our future.
Yeah.
And I think our future is being put on the back burner for everybody else's abuses that we want to not control but help.
Let me just jump in real quick. I think that it's a little bit different, and how we look at it too is that, and I feel what Proof was saying, and I feel kind of what you're saying, Deaunte, but it was like if it was a generation ago, and somebody was sitting out there across from a school smoking crack, they would get ran out. You see what I'm saying?
I understand
if
that.
somebody was sitting up there, shooting up heroin in front of school, they would get ran out. They were off the block. It wasn't even about no camera back then. You just get ran off. Even the cats who was selling dope didn't want you doing dope. You see what I'm saying? Right over there in front of a school or whatever. And so what we're saying is now is there a generational shift? Has the shift changed in the way that people look at people suffering or dealing with substance abuse disorder? Is like, do we look at it differently, or do we look at this particular drug differently than we look at other drugs?
I mean, I would think that people are kind of looking at it differently. I think the narrative that people create when they record, sometimes the narrative that is created when people record can be harmful to folks. As a person that has advocated for folks that have been impacted by the war on drugs as well as houselessness, as opposed to recording them, I've been out there on 12th and Jackson asking them what they need, creating a darn survey and going to the politicians and saying, let's provide that resource. Because most of the
difference between that is this: you talking to a person that walks those streets every day to go to work, to drop my daughter off at school.
And I hear you.
Those are differences than, okay, I help, right? I'm at a school where I ask for help and they don't want it. And so sometimes that gets frustrating too, trying to help someone that doesn't want to be helped.
That's a fair statement.
And I'm not trained in helping somebody that's abused, that doesn't want to help. So I'm not a trained person with that, but I am seeing this, and I have to walk around this, and I got to be in the bus stop. My daughter got to catch the bus to go to school in that mess. So at some point, what is more important, the drug abuse and them being comfortable, or our future being brighter? Because right now, I feel that drug abuse and homelessness is at a way more importance than literacy in our community, because we are lacking literacy at this point.
Okay.
It's a known fact that we have 50% of our children right now that cannot read.
Oh, what's that? Is that the medium?
Yeah, a black media.
And this is just...
It said 50% can't read, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just saying. It's just saying.
You got my glasses on.
Take my word for it.
Take it, please, because you ain't got your glasses on. But that's where I'm at, is that when I was growing up, everybody of our elders was always protecting the future of what we had, our future, because I believe the children are our future.
But I also remember there also is a community too that would be out there providing resources to those folks. Keep in mind, again, won't be saying it again, but there was an investment in making sure that some of those folks who were impacted were we're going to no longer be, we'll get the investment where they could have a safe place to land, and that didn't happen.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's an accountability. I feel like it's both and. And I
Yes.
can hear you, as a person that
Just
is a
from a
parent.
single father,
No, as
a
a
parent
parent.
that- yeah, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
And also
So-
as a person that used to be out there on them streets. I mean,
Yes.
I wasn't specifically in that space, but it could have
but
been.
I mean, I've seen it all. You know, we've seen it all.
Yeah.
And I go back to how my grandmother and my uncles and my cousins and all my elders treated me when I was younger.
That one of the things you're gonna say. Also, a big shout out to Winfield Ezell Jr.
Where he at?
I mean, you know, he in Butt Tussle, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Nigga keep running Mississippi. You know, all them kind of places he hangs out at.
Keep running Mississippi.
I love Winfield.
Crazy work.
Hey, we shot a film down there. I
You know
shot
what?
2 films in Jackson, Mississippi. Got an Emmy nomination. I won, by the way.
Hello.
I love Winfield because Winfield helped me see that I could be able to tell a story.
And that's true. That's true. And that was how he got you over the fear of flying. You know what I'm saying? In storytelling. And we actually have a beautiful story that we want to share with people that you and Winfield actually worked on. So it's great that Winfield's watching. And we'll get to that in a second. I think that for me, the one part where I hear proof on is that we live in a city where a lot of times, and you know this, where the victims and also other people impacted by things, their voices are always drowned out. We see that when it comes to violence in our community and violence crimes. The perpetrator gets all the resources. The victims get very little resources. And I think that in other situations, when we talk about issues of drugs and homelessness, then of course there's a surge. Our mayor said that there is a surge of resources, but oftentimes impacts of other things in community are overlooked. You know, I don't think that there's actual balance that's there. I don't think there's gonna be a perfect situation, but I think that people being able to acknowledge that these are realities that guys face. You know, it's a reality that, you know, these are our neighbors. We're here on First Avenue. We deal with our unhoused and oftentimes psychos. Like, we deal with a lot over here. And I'll never forget Brad Finegood. I keep going back to him at King County Public Health. And it wasn't until Brad Finegood said, man, these are our community members, our King County community members, you know, where I kind of looked at the situation differently. But man, Proof got a point. He walks through it every day, and we walk through it every day here. And I think that in Proof, you would have to tell us, you filmed as out of frustration. I mean, it's a bit different, but like people ain't never heard me cuss in public and this and that and everything else. But it was triggering when you guys seen when they was putting the posters over the wall. And at that point, I was just like, man, you know, I was just hella triggered. And so it brought a response. You know, I'm not big at recording. I got a TV platform. You hardly see me do anything, post my own videos live. But it was something like, I need to send a message. Is that kind of how you felt, Proof, or was you just taping for fun?
I don't tape those type of things for fun. I got a lot of things that I can be happy about filming. It's a lot of greatness around me that I can film. That's great. But I'm doing this in frustration. My daughter's bus stop is right down the street from there. I got kids, man. And I don't know, but for some reason, they're getting left out in the dust out here. We are not providing safe places for these children at all. Gun violence or drug use. They are getting to see open air drug use all the time. When I film that in frustration. Not to get views. I don't give a damn about views.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I mean, I hear you on that, but I mean, the reality of it is, if I'm homeless and I know there are folks that use just to be able to stay up at night because they've gotten stuff stolen from them or they've been assaulted, and if they were properly housed in the folks in the programs, that's just my opinion in this space.
I think,
and I do feel like
I hear that part.
What you're saying is that. I think that what I hear Proof saying is that his daughter, because he keeps saying his daughter and her journey walking to school. His daughter is caught in the middle of all these systems and these dynamic forces, and she's just trying to walk to school and feel safe. And you're right that the person who's unhoused, or the person who's now, I mean, you talk to some of these guys. I mean, when they first get out there, and this was back during the drinking and Ripple days, it was stay warm at night. You know what I'm saying? And then, one thing leads to another. But I think the point is that everyday people are being caught up in the dynamic forces. But here's what I want to do, right? I want to stop this conversation right here.
Of course.
Because this is important as black men and as black people, that we change a narrative. And a narrative, too often what we see is actually what you saw. Is that you see us out there on the streets, and you see us in a helpless position. You see us suffering from substance abuse disorder. But I got a story right here that changes the narrative, and this is actually a beautiful story. And this is one of the first that Deaunte Damper put together.
Come on.
And when he talked about with Winfield Ezel Jr. And we're going to change the narrative, and we're going to tell you the story of Cherry Hall.
Cherry Hall is my home away from home, literally. When I leave work, I come to Cherry Hall. When I get up in the morning, I come to Cherry Hall.
Cherry Hall is a place where individuals can come and be supported regardless of race, creed, gender, and get the love and the support and be directed on the right track.
Cherry Hall is a recovery center for alcohol and drugs. We hold meetings here. It's the last stop on the block for a lot of us. Myself, I'm in recovery, and I was accepted nowhere else but here.
I went to my mama's house, and she had a chain on the door. She said, "You need help." And this is where I came. And I sat by that door, and I said to myself, if they say something I don't like, I'm gonna get out of here. But they didn't. A lady that I didn't even know came and gave me a hug. And that did it for me. I've been here ever since.
This is a place of refuge. It's a sanctuary. It's a safe haven. It's probably the last vestiges of any community support place that we have. It's the epicenter of how we stay sober around here. This place plays a vital role in a lot of people's lives. We need the community to continue to support it. We need people to come and investigate it. We need federal dollars, state dollars, anything that we can get. We need support.
The size of our space, we've outgrown the capacity that we're in now. And we're looking to put 2 or 3 stories on the building. Doing some fundraising so we can do community outreach, peer participant, go out in the community and reach out to addicts that are still suffering.
When we come around here and we become established, it's not about getting your own and moving on. It's about continuing to be a beacon of hope and assistance to the newer members that come around here that are searching for a new way to live.
After 33 years, I still come to meetings. It's very important to me. It's like going to the gym. This is where I get my strength when I come here.
Just the fellowship, seeing people hanging out, playing dominoes, the camaraderie that goes on within the fellowship here brings me a lot of joy.
Everything about my life stems from my recovery and the efforts that I put into it. So I just don't take it for granted, and I do this thing one day at a time, and one day at a time, almost 36 years, is still working.
My clean sober date is July 22nd, 1997.
11 years, December 31st.
33 years.
I've been having issues with drugs and alcohol for 40-some years. For the newcomer or for the person that's out there using, you can come here and people will show you how to take it one day at a time, sometime 1 minute at a time, but it's okay. All I have to do is reach out and work the program on recovery, and there's always another brother or sister here that will embrace me and help me.
Dear Cherry Hall, thank you for embracing me, accepting me, and making it possible for me to have a place to come and recover.
Can never pay back Cherry Hall for what Cherry Hall has not only done for me, but the community as well. It's priceless. You can't buy recovery.
All right, so that was Cherry Hall right there, and like I said, I know Winfield Ezell Jr. is in the comments, he's saluting everything else, and that this story were very intentional because it really was what we were talking about right now, and that everything that we saw on the news around homelessness and around addiction was the worst of us, and there was nothing that really showed that people do leave that world and they do move forward. And I mean, you were adamant about this Cherry Hall story,
and I was adamant about it for two reasons. One, it was right around I believe it was my 2nd year anniversary of being clean and sober.
For sure.
And two, recovery is not just stop using drugs. It's when you're around a community that embraces y'all. You know, I mean, I have attended Cherry Hall, but a big part of my recovery was y'all, was my Bill Brothers, was the therapy fund, my ecosystem of community. And I think that those folks down there also need that too. But Cherry Hall was able to show what happens when black and brown folks recover. And and it was a great opportunity to put that on national TV, right?
Yeah, no, that did. That
story
went national.
Mm-hmm. And I just want people to continue to, I mean, I know we have our quorums about it, and people, and yes, all of those things that you said, also people should be held accountable for too. But let's also try to find a way to give some of those folks a safe place to land.
I definitely respect that. And I do agree with that. I think we all need places and second chances, and we need places to land on our feet so we can actually walk in the path we're destined to be in. Mm-hmm. And I just want all of us to understand that we all need to be held accountable for the things, right? And we do need to put our best foot forward. And sometimes, just sometimes, we have to make it a harsh reality for us to actually start rebuilding our greatness. And I guess I take it from Nas. Nas said, in a song, he said you got to destroy it and rebuild it. And sometimes we might have to show the harsh reality of our destruction for us to start rebuilding something that we need.
Not to correct you, but that wasn't Nas. That was Rihanna in the Sledgehammer song for the Star Trek soundtrack. So people don't know.
It wasn't even the original.
Man, where's the fact checker at?
I'm just saying that's what it was.
Rihanna?
I'm just saying.
Rihanna before Nas?
Rihanna?
Before Nas? Somebody said it before Nas, but yeah. Damn.
Yeah, we gonna have to go to the comments on that one. I don't trust either of you guys.
I got my phone too, y'all.
Listen,
Hey, he got his phone now. Say a gay joke again. Say one. Say it again.
Who got the gay jokes now, huh? All right. Hey, so look, Deaunte, man, again, congratulations. And now tell us, as we lead up there, is there any important dates and things like that? Or, June is really the whole month.
I mean, June is Pride Month. June is Juneteenth.
Hello.
June is Black Music Month. So I mean, please make sure that you're tapping in with Converge to check in to see all the things that we're doing. If you want to be a part, if you want to donate and invest, I mean, we got so many great things that are about to get ready to pop off. Well, we can't pop it off without y'all. So make sure y'all tap into whereweconverge.com, see why Black media matters and why Pride. This is about to be the blackest Pride you're gonna ever see.
Yeah, man.
You gonna have black leather on?
No, don't you entice me for a good time.
Listen, we've already got video of Deaunte.
We'll never show that video here. We will never show that video.
We got Deaunte Tyler. Deaunte was like, I can't breathe.
Because they had the mask on me and I couldn't breathe.
Oh, that's not happening. Listen, check this out. Listen now. Listen, all local businesses, everybody, this is a community space.
My God.
We do need y'all to come and tap in with us, man. Email us if you want to be a part of the show. Come pop off with us, man, on the pop-up, man. Big O gonna be in here, okay? And I'm gonna be here too. I mean, they asked me to come.
And I got one more. Before we wrap.
Oh,
I
want to
give a big, huge Black business shout out to Tay Proctor. Congratulations.
Look at this. Look at it.
Twice
in one show.
Twice in one show he get it.
He had it earlier. Well, I'm
The
giving
chef's
it
so
from
nice.
one Tay to another Tay. Congratulations, brother.
Damn it.
I mean,
You-
no,
did
but
you
mine.
do the clapping too?
I'm Deaunte. Tay.
From
That's
Tay.
Tay.
Oh,
That's
Tay.
Tay.
That's
you just
Tay.
had to-
Tay.
This is
No, that's
Tay.
Tay, and then I'm Tay.
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 Okay.
Tay. And then
Okay,
congratulations,
got it.
Tay.
I ain't mad
So
at it.
congratulations, Tay Proctor, bro.
So now we know where the comment came from. Is you homies gay?
No, yeah. Shout out to Nas. Yeah, shout out Nas. But I was just,
She asked
Oh, is
me-
that the Nas who made the quote?
No, not Nas that made the
I
quote.
know.
Our Nas. Our Nas.
Our Nas.
All right,
She's
so
actually-
Yeah.
before we get out of here, man, and so one, addressing what Proof said, man, drop us an email, info@whereweconverge.com. It's a few people we already got to know we got to get on the show, right? That's Chef Tay. One Wiser, we got to learn about the dojo. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm
we have to talk some
Jamar,
music.
because I want to know why I can't wear a do-rag in the bar. Jamar, why can't I wear a do-rag in the bar, Jamar?
Did you go right there to the do-rag?
I want to know why I can't wear the do-rag in the bar.
You supposed to be swimming up under the do-rag.
I'm
Hey
just
man,
saying.
listen. Hey, if women can wear wigs and hats, we should be able to wear do-rags. That's all I'm saying.
But we do want y'all to support Jamar Sports Bar because it's jumping.
Oh my God.
We do not. See, we got to know. See, Jamar, that's why you got to come here.
What the do-rags at the bar? Listen, okay,
Yeah.
but I'm saying women
I
got
would
a
be
whole
happy
Kevlar
to have
helmet
hair to
on, man.
wear
What you
a
mean?
do-rag. Huh? What is it?
Okay.
No, but Jamar, I'm just playing. But you do need to come up in here though.
No, it'd be great to have Jamar
Yeah.
here. And actually, they had their anniversary and.
Oh, the anniversary's coming up.
Jamar's anniversary's coming up.
And Jamar, they it just passed, and also they got brunch now. So actually,
Okay.
next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I'm going out there for brunch.
You're saying we're going out there to
Yeah,
brunch?
is the pop-up? Is the pop-up coming?
The pop-up's going to brunch at Jamar's.
Okay,
And so-
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, I'm
Well,
hungry already. Oh no, Tay's brunch.
Tay's brunch is
jumping.
off the chain.
I just had some crab
Well,
cakes
maybe
from
we
there.
go to Tay's brunch this Sunday.
I mean, I'll go to all of
Tay,
them.
Sunday service. Let me break down Sunday service for you because he got all kind of fiddles off in there. Okay, if you want some good brunch, go to the Black and Tan. Okay, he got all kind of fiddles in there. I'm talking crab cakes, shrimp and grits, everything.
That shrimp and grits was good too.
I'm trying to tell you, it was seasoning
Yeah.
too. And we're talking about a chef that's vegan, actually.
All
That-
right,
that's
so-
making. Okay, my bad. Had to hook him up
Tay,
with the Sunday
well,
service.
I'll be sending you the invoice after this episode for this commercial.
Yeah, 'cause we appreciate you, brother.
that he just made it. Look, before we get out of here, Deaunte Damper, tell people how they can catch up with you.
If you are, keep in mind this Thursday, a new episode of We Live in Color. We got
Hello.
Ashley K. Smith. Can't wait for you to see the life
The
behind
photographer?
the lens. The photographer.
Oh,
Can't-
Ashley's the
Oh,
business.
she's great. And she's going to go over her journey. So that's happening this Thursday. Then I got a special Mother's Day episode that's coming up. And we'll be tapping into harm reduction with the Orchid Project the following week after.
And you'll be at T-Mobile Park on Sunday.
Oh, I
for
will be.
Steelhead
Oh my
Sunday.
gosh. Steelhead Sundays. I will be at T-Mobile Park, and I got some guests that'll be coming with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay,
Episode.
No, but if you would like to come.
If you want a ticket, you want to go? You want to bring your dog to
Hello,
the game?
you talking about Northwest ESPN?
Still-
Who y'all talking to?
No, I mean, you know we.
What
did
is
say-
ESPN?
If there's one gift, hold on.
What is ESPN?
Oh my God. If there's
ESPN, Northwest ESPN.
Excellence in Sports
this live?
Performance Network. Yes,
Yes.
it's live.
Oh.
Listen.
Okay. Oops.
Proof.
All right.
If you want to go, now that's one gift that you ain't never, and I love to give, is the gift of baseball. So if you want to go to Steelhead Sunday, this Sunday, the Steelheads are undefeated, by the way. They're 3-0. The Steelheads jersey.
They
I got
might
some
want to
tickets
keep
for
wearing
you.
the jersey.
Exactly. I got some tickets for you.
Holla
for
at
this
your
Sunday.
wallet. Oh, you know what?
You
I
didn't
got
even
people
say
how
you
they can
wanted them.
catch
Do you
up
want
with
the
you.
darn ticket?
Yeah, do you
Yes,
want the tickets?
hello.
All right.
I mean, yes, I got to say a big shout out to my daughter, Noah. I love you so much. Friday, May 1st, would be the 3rd year anniversary that you came to me, and we've been living together. So I really appreciate it. You grounded me so much. You made me a father when I didn't have the confidence to be one. So I really appreciate you. You came in a time of trauma, but we are just such a blessing for you to be in my life. And I think more fathers need to be fathers or have a chance to be fathers. So I want to thank Noah so much for allowing me to be her father and guiding her. So thank you. And we're going to watch Michael Jackson on Friday.
Well, I love the Michael Jackson.
You know what? I don't want to hear your
loved
review
it.
right now.
It was beautiful. No, for real. That Michael Jackson movie was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Now that joke.
I'm
Now
going-
the daddy part. Now Domingo's. He's from my community, so I can say it. Don't do that no more.
Ooh.
Don't do it no more. And Bubbles. Cut the Bubbles part out too. Bubbles
part out?
Joe and Bubbles.
I wasn't even planning on seeing the movie.
No, but you gotta
like,
see
after
it.
This
But right, but
conversation.
you're gonna be like, no.
See,
like,
and I'm
what?
going with a teenager, Deontay. You can't be doing that on the pre.
But the dude who
you
played
can't
Michael
pre-
Jackson, he was Michael Jackson. He was that was real. That was real.
That's what you call his
look,
son.
We're over time, so we're gonna get out of here. This was. Listen, if anybody had any doubt, this show. Okay, what's up, Eric?
Everybody's in the comments talking about us past their bedtime, but thank you for
That's why I said I know we kept you late. This show, the idea was an hour long, but I'm glad that Deontay was able to make it in the end, and also that you see the level of preparation and care that we also put in this episode. Expecting you here, we're definitely gonna eat your chicken though.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get that. But I hope that people see that this show is exactly what we're kind of billing it as. Is like, man, it's in the evening, and we just here to have fun and pop it, lively discussions, debate. But we all enter as friends. We leave as even better friends. This is every weeknight at 9:00 across all of our streaming platforms. Tomorrow night it's gonna be crazy. We got Alicia Michelle coming up from Tacoma and Basa Gordon.
That's gonna be. You should.
Yeah.
Why don't you invite me during ladies' night? That is crazy.
Well, you're welcome back with your snap. You're with your
formation.
Snap.
God.
Put it in Z formation.
Yeah, well, you can see it. You know, it's the pop up though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's so interchangeable.
That
You want to
good.
host tomorrow?
Yeah, that
so,
is good.
do you want to host a conversation?
I got
with Alicia
time
Michelle
tomorrow.
and Basa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Be on time.
For everybody,
Because you're fashionably late.
No, listen.
See, I can't even sign.
I ain't even gonna tell you what I was doing, but I was doing something real important for the community.
Can you get the camera tight on me, please?
Swing
Look,
low,
I actually got to sit up and do my job now.
Something for the community. I wasn't doing nothing.
So you go back wide. Listen, we're out of here, man. Thanks so much for tuning in. Every weeknight, 9:00, man, all the way through the end of World Cup. We'll be right here. And until tomorrow night, 9:00, we go wide over here. Eric, look at him. He laughing too hard to go. There we go. Oh, is this your Z formation again?
No, that's Janet. That's the Janet.
Hey, look, we out of here, man.
Have a good night.